Alright, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's Haynes, come back for another video, and today I thought I'd come on and ask you guys some questions that you guys want to know about me or something like that. So here I am answering your consumptions that you've asked me on Instagram. I put out a post on Monday. It's about Wednesday now, so I'm about to go through it and see what questions you've got about me, and I'm about to answer them to you guys here on the channel. So I hope you guys enjoy. It's a bit of a post-season content, that as you will. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you're new and here, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, follow me on TikTok and Instagram at Haynes_YT. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and let's get straight into the video. Hope you guys enjoy. Come on! Yeah! Here we go. We'll start off with my main man, Best Sports 2.0, Jesse. He asked me, name the Roosters back five next year. It's going to be tough because we've got some options, but obviously Teddy fullback, Tupou, Dom Young on the wings, and I'm going Suoliti on the left edge with Joey Manu at right centre as well. It's so hard though. We literally got three options. We've got either Suoliti or Young to play on the wing. If not, we've got either Billy Smith or Suoliti to play in the centres on the left edge. So we've got some opportunities here, and so I think we'll go Suoliti first. Have Dom Young there, but if it doesn't work, I think we might go Suoliti to the wing and Billy Smith back to the centres where we finished the year. So it'd be interesting what Robbo does next year, but I think that's what we'll probably go. So thank you for that, Jesse. All right, we've got one here from Charlie. Do you like CR Sports? I'm not familiar with CR Sports. I'm guessing it does some great content, but unfortunately I'm not really too familiar with CR Sports. So, but thank you anyway, but I'll definitely have to go check them out after this. We've got one here from Jim the Chooks fan. He says the Roosters going to play Grand Final October 6, 2024. Mark your calendar. Oh, goddamn know it. So obviously I put Rugby League, in my opinion, on Instagram, put this out that the Roosters have won the Grand Final every time in the last 20 years that has played on October 6, 2002, 2013, 2019. Obviously 2018 was October 2nd or something like that. So there's a bit of a pattern there. The Grand Final in 2024 is on October 6th next year. So obviously Roosters win the comp in 2024. Put your house on it. Here from Cornhub 9. How expensive was it to travel to games every week? I'm thinking of doing next year too. Yeah, this is probably one of the most familiar questions I'm going to get tonight. Very, very expensive. I'd say over $5,000 this year I've spent on airfares to get the city and back. But in saying that, I know that sounds a lot, but come to think of it, it's probably less than paying rent each week in Sydney. So that's why I do it. I know it's $5,000 on airfares, but it's probably about the less than paying $300, $400 a week for 52 weeks to pay rent in Sydney, so it works out better for me anyway. So, but yeah, that's probably around about that. I had a season ticket holder anyway, so didn't have to pay on accommodation. I say family didn't have to pay for tickets, so home games anyway. So around about that $5,000 to $6,000 a year so far. So yeah, around about that much. But come to think of it, it's not even that expensive as paying rent down in Sydney. So yeah. We've got one here from Liam as well. What about the 2019 NRL Grand Final? Great Grand Final. The Roosters went back-to-back. What more can I say? I got one from my main man, Tom. He goes, who is your favourite Roosters supporter? Well, Tom, you can't classify as a Roosters fan because you're a Penrith fan. But every time you put the Roosters jersey on, you're one of my favourites. But obviously you got the boys, Dan and Luke. Them two are definitely the favourites. And obviously Wayne as well. So they're definitely up there. We've got one here from James Summer Hayes. He says, what airline do you fly for Roosters games, considering you go to most games? Now, with this one, my preference and what I like to fly with Qantas because I've always flown with Qantas. They're so reliable for me. I have never any dramas with Qantas. Then on time, good service, and yeah, that's why I like flying with Qantas. Virgins is another one I like flying with. They're always reliable. They're great service, all that kind of stuff. Rex is the same as well. Jetstar, they're the last resort. I can't stand Jetstar. I don't think anyone in the country likes Jetstar. But it depends on flights, on how cheap it is. Like if Qantas, Virgin are cheap, sometimes they are. If they reasonable price, I fly with them. But the last resort's Jetstar. I've had so many issues with Jetstar the last 2 years. It's not even funny. So Qantas and Virgin, my main two. Rex is a good airline too, but I wouldn't fly with them as my first option, and it was obviously the same as Jetstar. It's the last resort with Jetstar. Here we go. We got one here from Tyler. He says, why do you go for the Roosters in the NRL but the Heat in the BBL? This is also another, frequently asked question that I get. He's got three here, actually. I went for the Roosters because my brother, he was a Roosters fan. I followed him, and I grew a love and passion for the Roosters, and my favourite player was Anthony Minicello. Why go for the Brisbane Heat? Well, back in 2011 when the BBL came around, I was, living in Brisbane. It was easier to go for a Brisbane team instead of a Sydney team because I'm never going to go to watch a Sydney team play. When they started it, they had all these famous cricketers who played for Australia playing for respected teams. Obviously, for the Brisbane Heat, you had Matty Hayden, which was one of my favourites, me and my brother's favourites, so that's why I sort of went for the Heat. Yeah, Sixers, you had Brett Lee, Thunder, David Warner. Melbourne Stars, you had Shane Warne, Ricky Ponting for the Hurricanes, just to promote the brand and that kind of stuff and promote the new league. So, but I fell in love with the Brisbane Heat as well. I loved the experience, the atmosphere. The cricket was fantastic. I just went for him ever since. Sometimes I've regretted it, but I've stuck with him ever since. We've got another one here from Tyler. We've got three from here. He also says, toughest game to watch this season. Definitely the 48-4 against Penrith. That was really a tough day. I didn't go to it, thank God, but just sitting here, it was just one of those nights that you want to forget. And then lastly, favourite all-time memory of the Roosters has to be the 2018-19 premierships. I was there with my brother that day. It was one of my favourite experiences of my life. Seeing my team win not one but two premierships in a row was something. Just to be there live, to see the emotions of those two grand finals that'll never leave me. They'll be there for life. So definitely one of my favourite Roosters memories, and I cannot wait for 2024 when we do it again. Just the experience of it all as well. We've got a couple here from my mate Luke Coots. Coots, he says, have you thought about expanding to other sports, AFL, soccer, and cricket? It's hard because my target audience is rugby league and Roosters fans, But obviously I do cricket over the off-season. Soccer, I try to with Sydney FC, and the AFL, whenever I'm down there, I try to. And then following on to that question, he also says, are you going to do any videos for the BBL this year? Yes, I will. When the BBL starts in December, I'll be going to all Brisbane Heat home games. Cannot wait for it. I love going to the cricket, and I love the experience, the vibe that you have, and I can't wait to vlog it for, again, at the end of the year. Got to hear from It's Jordan. Chook's looking good for 2024. Hopefully, mate. We've got a good team, as we do every year, but it's more about starting the season well and getting through injury unscathed. And if we do that, I think we'll do okay. We got one here from It's Joey's NRL. He says, favourite jersey. Now, this is a tough one because I've got a lot of favourite jerseys. I think I've got to go with the 2018 Heritage jersey and the 2008 Heritage jersey with the red and blue instead of the blue and red. But yeah, they're definitely one of my two favourite jerseys of all time, 100%. Good to hear from Julia. She says, how do you manage to fly to attend every Roosters game? Well, it's pretty, I have a good job and really secure income with my job. I don't want to tell what I do, but it's warehousing, but I don't want to tell you who for, but I do warehousing, pick packing, all that kind of stuff. It gets good money. And throughout the off season, I save for this stuff. And I'm pretty fortunate that I have family in Sydney, so I stay with them. So I don't have to pay for accommodation. It's just my flights down and tickets sometimes. So apart from that, that's how I really afford it. So I just save throughout the off-season because I've got nothing to do during the off-season. And then, plan throughout the season where you can get flights where they're cheaper. The next one's here. We've got a couple more. Do you work full-time to afford to travel to watch the Roosters? I'm a full-time casual, so half you could say. That's how I can afford it. I am on good money, and but as a casual, as a full-time casual, I do 9 to 5 every week. We've got another one here. If you had to support another NRL team, who would it be and why? It would be the West Tigers. I've got... there's a West Tigers thing over there, my dad's. My dad's a West Tigers fan, Magpies fan, so if it wasn't the Roosters, it definitely would have been the West Tigers. Thank God for that. Thank my brother for that one. Jake Wilson, 1997, says, how do you afford to travel to every Roosters game? Does YouTube earnings cover the cost? No, they don't. I've just started getting monetized on YouTube, and it's bugger all to start with. But you got to build your platform first. But no, YouTube doesn't cover the costs, not in the slightest. For now, anyway. For now, so if you keep subscribing, keep watching the videos and liking them, I will eventually. Going here from Bradley. What teams do you support for all the sports you follow? Now, this is a good question. So obviously the Roosters in the NRL, New South Wales, Origin, AFL, Sydney Swans, Sydney FC for the A-League, the Premier League. I go for Liverpool, and Brisbane Heat for the cricket. I've said that, haven't I? I think I said, yeah, Brisbane Heat in the cricket. I'm not really big on the American sports. The only sport outside Australia I watch is the Premier League. I don't watch any other sports either. So they're probably the main ones I support. Zach Brown says, what do you get for being a season member at the Chooks? Now, I'm actually not a season member. I'm an interstate member, but that is changing because I did kick for my 2024 membership next year, so cannot wait for that to renew that. But I was a Queensland member for 10 years, and what you get members only events like in Queensland. You get a open training session, all that kind of stuff, meet and greets, and access to free tickets to the Brisbane games, the Gold Coast games, and the Melbourne games, and Magic Round as well. So that's sort of you still get the same package as like a adult member in Sydney. Your hat or scarf, lanyard, all that kind of stuff. But the benefits compared to what you do in Sydney than you do in Brisbane completely different. Oh, my brother's here. He says, thoughts on the Cheese 2023 season. Now, with the Cheese this year, it was slow to start, as you expect, being in a new club, new system, new culture in another city. He did get injured halfway through the year, so he missed a lot of footy. But when he got towards the back end of the season, we saw it come back to his best. He was running the ball better. He was getting a lot better. Just suddenly clicking the gear. But I think he'll have a better year next year. He's had that full season under his belt, and he can go hard next year as well. So that's going to be a good one there. And that is it. There's our assumptions, guys. Thank you so much for asking me some questions. I'll definitely be doing some more of these. We had about 20 of those. So thank you so much, everyone who participated. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you're new around here, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, follow me on TikTok and Instagram at @Hangs_YT. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next one. But until then, it's goodbye for now.